Alright, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And in today's episode, man, you just think at some point in time, like, haters, they just give up and they gonna be like, especially with just how much I was promoting it last year. Like, no, I'm done with the hate. I'm done with the drama. Like, I'm not focused on that stuff. And nah, man, it just seems like it goes in one ear and out the other. But no, overall, one of my haters has returned. So from the racist pedophile group, that guy. Not the racist pedophile himself, but one of his fans. And you guys might remember me talking about them in the beginning of last year. I don't know, maybe January is like their month where they really just get to work on being the top hater and stuff. But no, but if you guys remember me talking about a hater, he was like threatening me on Twitter and was he was being weird. It was one of those things where I'm like, fam, I could definitely tell that you're a kid, and you don't know no better. You ain't got no home training. I'm like, parents, they were probably crackheads, and that's why you turned out the way that you did. But anyways, but no, overall though, yeah, he was cutting up last year, and then now he's, I guess, trying to be more professional with it and stuff. But yeah, he's like making AI videos about me and stuff. What else is he doing? He's just overall being weird. And no, I wanted to just kind of sit down and take the time to kind of talk about that. I guess like more so in a way where it's a learning lesson for people that is possibly could one day get into a situation like this. Because nah, man, with people like him, like, realistically, he does have mental issues. Like, there's no doubt about it. And I guess like the days where he's not talking about me, or just not even the days, like the hours, because it seems like it's like an everyday thing. But no, overall though, it's probably at times like where he hasn't taken his medication, so he just gets out on the internet and he starts acting all wild. Like, I don't know, maybe he was dropped on his head when he was a kid, or he's just, yeah, it's just there's something wrong with him. But overall though, it's like you can't look at people like that and then take them seriously, because he's not even taking himself seriously. It's like you're a whole human being worried about what another human being is doing. You have to realize, like, that's kind of sad. Like, and it reminds me of the guy that I was dealing with, the racist Twitter stalker. He is also a fan of the racist pedophile. But no, I just remember how he was carrying on Twitter. Twitter must just be like the spot for me to get hated on and stuff. But because yeah, I'm like, the amount of times I've been hated on Twitter, I'm like, that it's second to YouTube. Like, YouTube was where all the like activity started. Twitter is second. I'm like, Instagram, Facebook. I'm trying to think of some other places. I'm like, maybe it's been some years since I hated on or not hated, but went on MySpace. I probably got some haters on there too. But anyways, but no, overall though, I remember when this guy back in, because it was in 2020 where I started paying attention to that guy, but he had been hating on me since 2017. The racist Twitter stalker, the guy from 2020. This guy that I'm talking about now, like where this episode's based on him. I think he's been hating on me since 2023. I believe, because no, he had like a channel where I was going to talk about him, but I was like, there's bigger and better things to be worried about and talking about and stuff. So I think he must have not liked that. And then yeah, that's why last year he was really trying to do everything in his power to get me to notice him and stuff. And that's even the same with this guy from 2020. He was he was re-uploading videos that I messed up on. Like, that was one of the videos that I had I accidentally uploaded this video where I was talking about the YouTuber Trisha Paytas, and but the video was muted, and I don't know, like, I think it was the program that I used, Wondershare Filmora. It for some reason didn't it didn't use my microphone. So I'm like, I was like, that's why after that I never had that issue before. The only time I think I have that issue is when I update my PC, and maybe that might have been the case. Maybe it might have been the case where I updated my PC and then it just erased but that was the weird thing about it though, was that I remember when I recorded other videos before that and it didn't have that issue, and it just got down to that one video and it had that issue. It was weird. But anyways, but no, he uploaded the video. He was all like, oh, TMossBoss, he's just being lazy and all this other stuff. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm actually sitting down taking the time to talk about somebody, where I'm giving people, valuable, because it was I think it was kind of updating people about this situation, because so Trisha Paytas has scammed one of my friends out of $500, and that's, I think I was talking on that. And I made a mistake and accidentally uploaded the video, but I made up for it because I did another video, and I did a podcast episode. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, how am I being lazy when I made up for it? You're having to re-upload my videos as content. Like, I don't understand, like, and I'm the lazy one. So yeah, it was just one of those things where I'm like, again, somebody that has mental issues, parents is probably crackheads. It affected his growth and things mentally, and yeah, that's why he's in the position that he's in. The only thing that he's capable of doing is opening up Twitter and hating on me. Like, that's, you have to really sit down and look at it and be all like, dang, like, what am I doing with my life? But he's not capable of thinking like that. It's like, it's pretty much one of those things where I don't know, like, it's kind of like impressing a zoo animal or something, and then they get the hitting, but it's like, I really sit down and I try to, like, get into the minds of these guys. And it's like, because when I was younger, I remember but that's the thing though, this is like when I was like in high school. Like, I don't know how old this guy is that like this new guy, but the one from back in 2020, like, he was in his 20s at the time. So I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, fam, you're 20 some years old hating on another 20-year-old. Like, I just don't. And that's the thing too. It's like, we've never met. I don't know these guys. Like, I don't know nothing about them. The only thing is that I know is that they have an issue with me, and I'm like, fam, what is the issue? Like, and I feel like, though, of course, they'll say just pretty much, something that the racist pedophile, what he said. But I'm like, no, you guys personally, I'm like, where did this all start? Like, what's the problem? What's going on? Because I would like to know. But if it's like, if you guys can't give me a legitimate answer, then it's like, fam, go on about your business. But no, it trips me out though when I see this, because so that's actually the motivation behind this episode. So I looked my name up on Twitter because there was a tweet that I had, it was a meme that I shared, and I wanted to look it up and find, because it takes a while, like, trying to just scroll through your profile and stuff. Plus, because I post a lot when I go live on Twitch, so I was just trying to see if I could find that tweet. But overall, though, that's when I seen that that was something else. No, this particular guy, the one that he's been hating on me. Well, he's been hating on me since 2023. I didn't start noticing it until the beginning of last year, and then he came back. So he followed me all across social media. I believe he followed me on Twitter, Instagram, and Twitch. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, I don't know why you think I want to be bothered with you. Like, in case if you didn't get the message last year, you're blocked. I don't want nothing to do with you. I don't want to have no conversations with you. What part of that do you not understand? And then it's funny too, because there's another hater where he was pretending to be a fan of me. Like, he'll join my streams, say all these good things and stuff, but then he'll go behind my back and then just start talking crazy. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm like, why are you doing this? Like, it's another thing. I think whoever that guy is, I think, yeah, he is an adult. And I'm like, fam, when I sit down and I think of me all the way from like the year I became an adult all the way up until now, I've always have been an adult where I'm like, what can I do next to benefit myself? But if sitting around and hating on people is your guys' way of, like, I guess, helping you get through life, you must have a sad life then. Because I'm like, fam, when I turned, I'm trying to think, 18, what was I doing at the age of 18? I feel like, because that was like when I turned, because I had started doing content creating stuff when I was 17, and so I guess, like, becoming a full-time content creator at 17, and so, well, no, actually, wait a minute, because if it's, 2016 I turned 20, 2015 I had the years right. So, but no, yeah, it was like, I wasn't even an adult yet. Like, I just graduated from high school, so I'm already, of course, obviously I gotta make, adult decisions and stuff, because I'm like, yeah, it's like, okay, I'm out of school unless I wanted to go to college, but I was like, I didn't want to do that. I backed out of enlisting in the military. But I'm like, there's all these different things that you could do with your life, you know, productive stuff. You want to sit around and hate on somebody. Like, that's the part that I'm trying to piece together. Then when I look at myself when I was 18 and 19, you know, it's like, yeah, I think when I had like 19, 20, it's like I started working in Seattle. So I'm like, I'm really keeping my brain occupied, but I'm also trying to figure out like what next big thing can I do with content creating. So it's just, and even when I was going through all that hate and drama and all that stuff from 2016 to 2020, fam, my brain was still in the like mode of like, what could I do next to benefit myself? So it's just, it trips me out where it's like I went through the worst possible time that I could have went through with content creating, and I still made the best out of it, you know. So it was like, and just overall the best out of life. Like, that was one thing about it though, was during that time frame, because I feel like a lot of people will probably try to paint out that narrative is that the hate got to me. It honestly didn't. I was even like, the thing is this, like, obviously, yeah, you know, you're trying to make content creating into a full-time job. You're thinking along the lines like, okay, what video could I do to I guess blow myself up, and then this hate just gets buried and stuff. So it wasn't like, no, I need to quit, I need to step away, I need to, you know, pretty much like just, I guess, fall to the haters and stuff. No, I can't do that. That's not in me. That's not in my blood. That's not something that I can do. But fast forward to now, 2026, when I see AI videos being made of me, that's really not gonna make me quit. That's just gonna make me laugh at you, because I'm like, fam, the thing is this, I really hope that you didn't pay for that, because it's like, if you paid to make an AI video, there's all these different softwares you could have went through. But just even the fact, if you did do it for free, you could have made anythings with it, because I know there's the one AI software, Sora, where it's like you can make like a fam. I done made videos of like myself on Mars. I done made videos. What's that one moon? I think it's a part of Saturn, Titan or something like that. I done made videos of myself on that. I'm over here. I'm using AI to like make myself flip cars. I'm overall having fun with it. You're doing an AI video of me dancing, and it ain't even like on beat, and it's one of those things where I'm like, fam, you're gonna do a video, do it right. But it's like, if you have this like this hatred towards me, because I remember saying that to this guy last year, was they, all right, if you have this hatred, you know, actually put some hard work into your videos. You're making these like videos that, like, fam, they're not gonna watch these videos. They're not good videos. All right, yeah, you might have like the fake fan guy where he's trying to hype you up and make it seem like that, oh, the videos are good. They're not, bro. He's lying to you. If you strap them to the funny thing is, if you strap this guy to a lie detector test and ask him, do you find these videos entertaining? I guarantee and I promise you, he's gonna say yes, but them lines is gonna start going crazy. It's gonna come up as a lie. I'm like, there is not one single person that can sit down and say that they enjoy a TMossBoss hate video. Even like I guess like my strongest, you know, haters and stuff. Yeah, it's like, even if you ask the racist pedophile himself, do you like any of the videos that you made on me? He's gonna probably say yes to save face. Strap him to a lie detector test. We gonna see the real answer. So that's why I'm like, fam, a hate video on TMossBoss, like, nobody is watching that. Like, it's one of those things. I kind of look at it as like the way that I looked at myself before I became a full-time content creator. When I uploaded videos onto the internet, I uploaded them for me, and I uploaded them for my friends. Those are the only people that I was worried about watching my videos. But then I was uploading some videos where other people was watching them. Like, I remember I did one video where I talked on Mustangs and Camaros, and I remember it was just a lot of people, because I was really into Mustangs and Camaros back when I was in high school. But I remember I did a video where I was talking about that. And then, so yeah, I was all like, okay, you know, seeing where like random people on the internet, they like the videos and stuff. All right, cool. You know, maybe one day I might, you know, turn this into a full-time job. And then, then 2015 came around, and then that's when I was like, you know what? No, I'm going to be a content creator. I'm like, this is what I see myself doing. You know, this is what I see myself being interested in. And now I'm like, you know, I am worried about, you know, people watching my content. So I'm like, okay, I know I can't, because I'm trying to think of videos that I was doing back then, because I feel like I always kind of had like the passion to be a full-time content creator, just overall be a content creator. It's just that I don't know, like I don't know, because every video that I've uploaded, I've always, I mean, there might have been like them embarrassing videos and stuff where it's like, you know, you recorded that or uploaded that as a kid. I can laugh about those videos, but it's like a video that you made where you're hating on somebody. So I guess that if that probably would be the content then. I'm like, because there was a couple of videos that I uploaded where I was hating on Ray William Johnson and Rebecca Black. And yeah, do you see me doing videos like that today? No, because I know that that's not, what sense would I have, or I guess what reasons would I have to hate on Rebecca Black? Like, let's say if I were to do it, I'm like, oh, hey guys, so in today's video, we're gonna be criticizing, quote unquote, criticizing Rebecca Black. Yeah, I don't like her music. Okay, why am I sitting around listening to her music if I don't like it? Oh, I'm just giving it constructive criticism. I'm like, I'm pretty sure, hold on for a second, let's just see what her let's just open up everything she got going on. Spotify, Instagram, all that stuff, YouTube. Does she have, I'm pretty sure she got a Spotify. I'm like, yeah, because I've listened to, okay, there we go. So she has how many monthly listeners? 891,000 monthly listeners. She has 1.1 million followers on Instagram. And then on YouTube, she has 1.5 million subscribers. Do you think what I say is going to stand out more, or do you think what her fans say is going to stand out more? Like, that's something that a hater, and especially this guy, you know, this weird stalkerish guy and stuff that I'm, you know, talking about, he's the fan of the racist pedophile. I really don't know what's I guess racist pedophile junior or something, but overall though, it's like, what do you think between you or the thousands of, you know, of people that are supporting me and stuff? Who do you think I'm going to listen to the most? You know, so that's one of those things that it's like you really have to sit down and think about. It's like, fam, your content is not entertaining. It never has been entertaining, and it never will be entertaining. It is horrible content. It's pretty much like content that a crackhead would make, you know, and it's like, why am I, you will only watch it to, I guess, like, to be like, okay, so this is what your brain looks like on drugs. You pretty much sit around and make AI videos about other people and stuff. So yeah, that's why I'm like, I'm not, if you're thinking that this is going to stop me from being a content creator, I'm like, fam, you're over 200 million views late. You're over like what, 100,000 subscribers and followers, okay, if we're including all of it and stuff. But yeah, you're late. And yeah, and on top of that, 16 years late. If you were going to do or say something, you should have did or said something back in 2010 when I thought of creating a YouTube channel in the first place. You gonna wait until I'm in my adult years where it's like, yeah, I'm gonna be hard of listening to people, especially if they coming at me in a disrespectful way. I'm gonna definitely be hard of listening. So it's like, do you honestly think you're gonna get through to me or do something to change my mind? It's like, fam, you're not. I guess pretty much, if there's anybody that's listening to this years later or however long later and stuff, and you're wondering when will it be the day when TMossBoss quits content creating, the day I feel like quitting. But I'm not going to quit because, oh, let me make AI videos or hate videos or do all these other different, fam, don't nobody care about that, you know. But no, yeah, he was, because I did check prior before doing this podcast episode. I guess he's working on this big video about me. And yeah, and I know people will probably ask that question, will I react to it? No, I'm not going to react to it. It's like, at least my thing is this, you know, when the racist pedophile, when he made videos about me, it wasn't good videos, but at least it was like, it was a real video. I'm not going to watch an AI video about me. It's like, you're not putting no real work behind. It's one of those things where it's like, if you honestly think you could call yourself a content creator making videos like that, nah. It's one of those things, you know, you might want to choose a different profession. But no, that's the thing though, is that because I know that this guy, he's a kid. He's 100% a kid, you know, unless he gets, I don't know, maybe some assistant, you know, home living situation going on for him. If he thinks that when he finally does become an adult and he's out of school and, you know, bills start piling up, life starts getting hard, like there's like some real things. If he's still focused on me, it's like, fam, you pretty much just gave up on life. Like, no, seriously, it's things like that where I'm like, I just don't understand why that's like the one thing that you want to do. Like, you got 24 hours to do whatever it is that you want to do. You could play video games, you could go talk to that girl that you've always been wanting to talk to, what else, or a guy, I don't know what, way you swinging and stuff. But overall though, there's so many different things that you could be doing in your life. You want to sit around and hate on TMossBoss. I'm sorry, but it's like it's one of those things. Pretty much my advice to that guy. It's like, if you are an adult, it's like, go out and get you a job. Go out and get you a job, do something productive, even if it's, just getting some H's and T's in your accounts, but it's like, yeah, cause you definitely ain't in the headspace to get no M's in your account. It's one of those things where I'm like, I think that, if he does, it's like, if there is any way possible to get like surgery done to your brain to make you think right, then yeah, that might be the day where you might possibly get some M's in your account. But other than that, it's like, nah, bruh. Realistically, it's like, yeah, go do something productive with your life, whether it's getting a job or, go get you a girlfriend, whatever the case is. What else? Play a video game. I don't care what it is, but it's like, hating on TMossBoss, you ain't gonna accomplish anything with it. So, anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. Stay tuned for the next episode. Like, subscribe, viewing this on YouTube. Follow, subscribe, viewing this on the podcast streaming service. And peace.